So when my mother and I eventually escaped to the family home, we rented a small flat, and my father found us. He started stalking us, so we had to split up. So I was 16, didn't even finish school. I had to drop out of school. And then of course, Mum left and she moved in with her new boyfriend, and I was left in the flat. So I worked in hospitality. I worked in restaurants to make money so I could pay rent for the flat, basically. And occasionally Mum would come round and bring my washing, and one day my father was there. I opened the door, he was behind her, and he stabbed her in the face with a corkscrew.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. She fell into the flat, screaming at me to remove this thing from her face. And so first thing I did, it was all a bit of a blur, but amazingly I kept really quiet, clear-headed throughout the whole thing, as strange as that may sound. And grabbed a towel, I took the corkscrew out, and then I knew I had to lock the door, but my father had tried to take his own life outside the door, and he was just in a pool of blood. Ambulance came, police came. Cut a very long story short, he survived, my mother survived too, and I had to testify against my father to put him into jail because I was the only witness. He hated me. I created this mask where I was a party girl. I worked behind bars. I loved the nightlife, but really that wasn't me. I was just having a good time and really not facing up to what had happened and dealing with it. And it wasn't until one day my late brother said to me, "Mel, you look like a wreck." And I went to the beach because I've always loved the beach, and I sat on a sand dune, I watched the ocean, and this seagull landed next to me who had no feet. And it was obviously after something to eat, and I looked at the seagull and I thought, I need to get my shit together here because my life is not going anywhere. If this seagull can just manage without any feet, then I can actually get off my backside and turn my life around. So at that point, I decided that the only way that I had to turn my life around was to go back and finish school. So I went back and did matric and got through that part-time. And my father was in jail, and basically he took his own life once he got out of jail, and that was during my exams. So I then put myself through university, so I was still working several jobs to do this. I didn't have a home, I didn't have a family to support me. I had to make it work myself. So I went and I was waitressing, I put myself through university. I was asked by one of my lecturers whether I wanted to be involved in a dolphin program that he was running. He was a researcher. He was one of my lecturers at university, and I'd always loved dolphins. It was a volunteer, I could be a research assistant. So I did. And I then met the Port River dolphins, which live in an estuary just outside of Adelaide, quite a polluted area, heavily industrialised, but parts of it are mangrove lined and just the most magnificent trees and the most magnificent area, just very serene, but a lot of it is industrialised. And it's through that program and being a research assistant that I met a wild, solitary, injured dolphin who lived in a particular part of the estuary by himself. I don't know what happened to him. He was so badly deformed from being caught up in fishing line and fishing nets, and he had actually approached the research team to sort of try and engage with us because it was clear that he was alone.
Yeah, he approached the team on his own terms.
Yeah, on his terms. He was never coerced. We never tried to lure him in. He approached the team. And I think, I don't want to speak for dolphins here, but I think it's probably because a lot like me, and I recognised this in him straight away, that he was scarred. He was disconnected from the world, and his loneliness and disconnection seemed to mirror my own internally. So I automatically felt this amazing compassion and empathy for this poor dolphin who became one of my best friends over a period of 3 years and taught me about the importance of living in the moment, the importance of forgiveness, the importance of compassion, of acceptance and courage. And it was through that relationship and friendship that I had with the dolphin that I was finally able to heal and forgive my family and basically allow myself to take part in the greater world, just drop the mask and be vulnerable. No, and look, I have to say that...
Harder the battle, the greater the glory, my God. I'm just three stories here right now. A few of us have been through some hard things, but the harder the battle, the greater the glory, and you stay true to yourself. And you've come through. Congratulations! Oh my God, what an incredible human being! And I guarantee that you'd be dropping pebbles in ponds everywhere, ricocheting to so many people around you. Good on you.
Well, thank you.
That's beautiful.